And once again, a very good morning to everyone. And I would like to begin with the metaphor or a saying you can say that what you live speaks louder than what you say. So let me say that again. What you live speaks louder than what you say. So let that feeling sink in. And let me ask you something a little uncomfortable. That when was the last time someone gave you advice, really solid, textbook perfect advice, and you completely ignored it because the person giving it was doing the exact opposite of what they were preaching? Maybe it was someone saying, stay calm, while they were visibly fuming, or someone who tells you to eat healthy over a plate of samosas. Or, and this one hits close to home for most of us, a parent saying, don't scroll your phone so much while absolutely buried in their own screen. So we don't listen to what people say, we watch what they do, and somewhere quietly, deeply, we decide who we want to become based on what we see. Yes. And which brings me to something I want to share with you today. Something deceptively simple but profoundly powerful. Your life. The way you live it every single day. Let me tell you, it's a message. And someone out there is reading it. Let me tell you about Kavita. She works in HR in a mid sized company in Bengaluru. She's known as the one who talks about work life balance in every town hall. She sends the wellness newsletter. She reminds her team to take breaks. And then her team watches her eating lunch at her desk, staying online at 11 p.m., replying to emails on Sunday mornings. So, what does the team actually learn? Not what she says, what she does. And here's the difficult truth, we're always teaching. We just don't always know what lesson we are giving. A teenage daughter is watching how her mother handles conflict. A junior colleague is watching how you behave when things go wrong. A younger sibling is watching whether you actually live the values you post about online. Every single day, you are sending a message. But the only question is it the one you intended? Think about it. And now let me tell you about Savitri Amma. She runs a home in Chennai. Three generations under one roof, which, if you have experienced it, is basically a full time diplomatic mission. She never gave a lecture on respect. She never sat her grandchildren down and said, now listen, let me teach you values. But every morning, she greeted the maid with a warm good morning and asked about her children by name. She never complained about elders to her kids. And whenever someone in the neighborhood was unwell, the first hot meal that reached their door came from Savitri Amma's kitchen. Her grandchildren are now in their 20s, and every single one of them says the same thing: I want to be like Pati. Not because she told them what to do, but because she showed them consistently for years what a person of dignity looks like. So let me tell you, consistency is not perfection. It's simply showing up the same way day after day until people can count on who you are. And now, a word for the men, because you are very much part of this conversation, even if motivational sessions sometimes forget that. Vikram is a father in Lucknow. His son is 12, and Vikram often tells his son, तुम्हें strong होना चाहिए. Feelings दिखाओ मत. Be strong. Don't show your feelings. But one evening, his own father, that is Vikram's dad, calls with news that his childhood home is being sold. And Vikram, sitting next to his son at the dinner table, quietly puts his fork down and his eyes fill with tears. He doesn't hide it. He just says, Yaar, I'm a little sad about this. His son looks at him for a long moment and then says, Papa, it's okay. I feel sad sometimes too. That one honest moment did more for that boy's emotional health than 10 years of being strong advice ever could. So live what you believe. And sometimes be brave enough to update what you believe based on who you want to become. And here's something nobody tells you: silence is also a message. How you handle a queue at the airport, whether you return the extra change when a shopkeeper makes a mistake, how you speak about your in laws when they are not in the room, how you treat the delivery person at your door. All of it, all of it is part of your message. You are not on mute. You're never on mute. Life has no draft folder. And the people around you, your children, your team, your students, your friends, they're not just hearing your words, they are downloading your patterns. They're absorbing your responses. They're quietly deciding this is how adults handle things. This is what integrity looks like. And this is what I'll do when I am older. And that is the weight and the gift of the life you live. So let's do an exercise. Let's understand. So please take out your phone or your paper, anything, your notebook, anything will do, and complete this sentence honestly. Yes, honestly, not perfectly. The sentence is: the message my life currently sends is, and fill in the blank. Complete the sentence. I repeat, the message my life currently sends is, and then you can complete it. Write whatever comes to your mind. No editing, no performing, just what is coming to your mind. Complete it. And then once you're done, ask yourself, is this the message I want to send? Of course, if the answer is yes, I'll say keep going. You're already someone's lighthouse. But if the answer is no, then identify just one behavior you can adjust, one small thing. And as I always say, one baby step, not a life overhaul, just one honest step towards the message you intend. Just think about it. What are you planning to? Think deeply about your message. I give you 30 seconds to go deeper. What is it that you plan to do? Or what behavioral change you want to bring? It's every time it's about us, about me. Mahatma Gandhi once said, be the change you wish to see in the world. We have heard it so many times that it started to sound like a poster on the wall. But strip away the familiarity. Sit with it for a moment. Sit with your sentence for a moment. Because Even Mahatma Gandhi never said that teach the change. He didn't say ask for the change. He said be it. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Because he knew something we sometimes forget, that the most powerful force for transformation isn't a speech, it isn't a book, it isn't even a great idea. It is a life lived with intention, lived with honesty, lived with the quiet, stubborn belief that how you show up today matters. Because your life is not a rough draft. Every single day, it is being read by people who need exactly the kind of hope that only you can offer them. So, here is one call to action for you, not tomorrow, but today. Just one behavior, just one, to align with the message you actually want your life to send. No grand announcements, no Instagram post about your transformation, just a quiet, personal, powerful shift. Because as we say, your life is a message. So I would say, make it worth reading. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.